Okay, we'll get this underway then. This is weekly one-shot number 335, and it is Rift Wizard 2. Game I'd never heard of or played before, but it mysteriously entered my Steam library for some reason. God knows how. Akronymus put forward a challenge for this game, and it reads as follows. I need to beat stage 8 within 10 tries. So there's no time limit here, it's a lives limit. Somewhat generously, the lives counter will only start after I make it to stage 3, so that implies that there's a lot to learn to the game, and this game's sizable bestiary probably lends itself to that idea. So we're not under much pressure until we actually figure a few things out. So let's get figuring out. Let's start a new game. No timer to start feels weird. I'm going to assume that this is just meant to be done on normal games. There was no stipulation about that, but yeah. Oh well, what if I just do a custom run where I'm completely overpowered? No, that's not how we run around here. Okay, welcome again, wizard. The ruins of the universe, aeons have passed while I slumber. Is this some kind of dig at me? It feels like a dig at me. You have slept, walked across many worlds. Weep for Avalon, lonely... Oh, this is too long. Right, vengeance for Avalon is what we're going for. Very good. So we're here. I know at least as much that we use number pad to move around, which is cool. That makes me immediately feel like I'm playing Rogue Survivor, and Rogue Survivor is always a good thing to be feeling in. Now, how do we play? Finish 20 levels. Oh, if we only have to do 8 of 20, then surely those are the 8 easiest levels around. Skills can be passive, you can purchase them with skill points. Skills can be individually upgraded from character sheets using SP. Complete levels, walk into a rift, peek inside, teleport through the rift. Character sheets, spell sheets, so C and S and K are there. Number pad to move around. Cast spells using 1 to nothing. And there's a status effects that I will probably figure out when we learn them. Right, so C for character sheet. And here I can spell. Top left I can see I have 1 whole SP. So I can learn 1 thing. I could conjure a wolf. Couldn't I just conjure an endless amount of wolves? Well, it says it has a number of charges. I wonder how charges are brought back. Is this sorcery or holy? I'd love some guiding lines for there, but I think it's holy. Sure, let's get wolves. Now I'm out of SP, and SP are needed for skills as well, so I don't know how we get SP. Seems relevant. Alright, so let's summon ourselves a wolf. Go, Wolfie. And then the wolf will do all the killing for me whilst I hoover up all these items around here. Thank you, wolf. Whoa, that wolf is giving it the beans. Perhaps I need to give it a friend. There you go, wolf. Okay, whatever this thing is, I don't seem to do anything by stepping on it. What about that blue thing? Oh no, the goblins destroyed my my little wolf thing. Alright, what I picked up I think was a source of SP, as my SP is now at 1. Wonder if I have some kind of basic melee attack. Very good. So the wolf is doing my bidding for me. Oh, this is worrisome. If I make it to stage 3 all too easily, then my life counter is going to start mattering. I'll get that cursor off stream. We're not doing A-licious streams around here. Oh, the wolf is gone. Why? It still says charges 7 out of 7. No, maybe. Maybe that's charges per level? Does that mean I could improve this somehow? Summon a werewolf instead of a wolf. It adds dark tag. Adds chaos tag. Wolf gains 3 numbers of summons. Summon a wolf pack of 3 instead of 1. Don't know what these tags mean. Maybe the game has some kind of Pokemon style I don't know, dark fairy bug flying thing. Get some other spells that I could buy with this SP2, although I could also get something else. Hard to be a wizard and not know how to launch fireballs, so let's go and learn how to do fireballs. And that still leaves me with 1 SP. Could I upgrade my fireball, by the way? Fireball gains 4 duration. Blinding, poisoning targets. So that's pretty cool, but let's grab something else. Life Drain. 3 dark damage each turn for 15 turns, healing me. Sustain is often good. Although, what about this beam thing? Sure, launch lightning bolts at my arse then. Hey Jake, hey chat, how long has it been? What did I miss? You missed practically nothing since we've only just started. Hell, we haven't reached stage 3, so the stipulation hasn't really started at all. Oh, what is this? There appeared to be a bunch of minotaurs enjoying martinis here. And some gobbos are just grooving there. I'd like to take this moment to wonder how exactly this game is 900 megabytes in size. Okay, what is happening here? You've stepped through the rift. You may choose any point in the next world to materialize it. Enter or left click. Or you may step out of this rift and return to the previous world with escape or right click. But once you enter, there will be no way to return. So you're saying I just press enter and I continue on? Oh, Christ. I have a funny feeling these are enemies that are about to rip me a new one. So maybe I should have navigated into a better position. I have a feeling that we're going to be reaching a very swift end here. Yeah, okay, right. How about I bring in a wolf to help me with my own mistakes? And then maybe launch a fireball at you. That's me. Did not appear to do all that much damage. Go, my wolfy friends. My wolves are getting annihilated, I think. Bye, wolves. Okay, how about a good old lightning bolt comes out and spares me. How about my fireball comes out and saves me? Maybe I can self-immolate. Well, I certainly can. Okay, clearly I need more wolves in the premise. Strength in numbers, lads. I appear to be out of wolves. But I'm not out of fireballs. Eat this, you freaks. Hold on. There's an enemy spawner there, which I probably need to take out. Oh, I don't want to immolate my own wolf. But maybe I have to. Bye, wolf. Yeah, I'm all but certain I'm going to have to take out that spawner. It's a pretty big priority. But hang on, those wolves have duration, don't they? This could be a problem. Okay, but they took out the spawner. Wait a minute, there's another spawner. What's this? What did I just pick up? I have no idea. 900 megabytes in size. Obviously a very large FMV ending. I could hope so. I thought I'd pick up some SP there, but I appeared not to. Ah, hang on. Judging by my items, it's a mana potion. Well, this feels rather unfortunate. But maybe I can have these guys on the back burner. Alright. They don't seem to like lightning. These gobbos. But I also need to take out the spawner. That's a pretty big priority. Spawner just did 12 damage. What does a fireball do to that thing? 9. Okay, so lightning is the way forward for that spawner. That's actually quite nice because then I can get the gobbo and the spawner at the same time. Whew! Okay, that was scary, but we pulled through. Looks like we do get the full recharge. And now I get to pick up all the items. Like that healing might be useful. Oh, hang on, we get our healing, we got all our health back as well. So does this heart actually do anything? Maybe not. Did I not see something about auto-collecting here? Yeah, A, auto pick up all loot. Whee! Thank you, traveling salesman. Whereas it shows mana, there's a number next to my spells at the top left. It's Wolf 7, Fireball 18, Lightning Bolt 18. Quite interested about some of these passive skills though. Whenever you cast the last charge of an arcane spell, your next non-arcane spell will have its charge refunded. That doesn't sound very good. Whenever a unit is killed, it does death explosion. I do like that. Melting walls. Cast an arcane spell. Hold on, what spells are arcane? Type A, probably. Are any of these things arcane? Magic Missile would be arcane. I like my wolves. How do I upgrade my wolves? I want a wolf pack, frankly. Yeah, maybe I can save up 3 SP and then get my wolf pack going. Sounds amazing. So when I pressed enter, I actually thought that, you know, this was some kind of like groovy chill out zone between worlds and it would spawn me in another world at the location I was in. Did not think it would suddenly make me materialize next to the martini enjoying minotaurs. Alright, this is doing the same thing, right? Yeah, here we go. Once you enter, there will be no return. I suppose that means I can't spawn in the wall. Nor can I use the rift. The rifts seem to be inert until you destroy all the enemies. What are those purple things? That's a good question. Will the mouse tell me something? Void bombers. They do suicide explosion for 12 arcane damage on a 3x3 square. So could be good or bad, but either way you're gonna win. The Void Bomber spawner, of which there are a few. Memory orbs. Wonder if you're meant to be playing this with mouse or with number pad. Both are available, of course. I mean, the other purple mirror thing at the bottom, these things are the rifts. That's what I need to step through to end the level. Although I start to wonder why they exist, since they activate when you kill everything. Maybe they only activate when you kill the spawners. Ooh, I hadn't thought about that, had I? Well, not thinking about things is my specialty. Feel like I don't want to get cornered here, given all the bombs that there are. Even if I grab these 2 memory orbs, I won't be able to upgrade my wolf to wolf pack. Maybe the problem is the wolves won't be competitive after a while. It's not like they do a ton of damage, I just really like having loads of wolves. And what was the duration on them anyway? Tell me about the wolf. 15 health, 5 damage, 4 range. Maybe it doesn't have a duration. Natural conjuration. But yeah, going for big wolves sounds nice. Then again, there's a lot of other things we have here. Maybe I can summon something else. It's a conjuration. Maybe if I type in C, it'll show me other conjuration spells. Death Bolt, Floating Eye. Summon a Floating Eye. They have 1 hit point, 14 SH, whatever that is. They passively blink. Floating eyes vanish after 16 turns. Yeah. Summon a Gotia. Floaty stationary maul that has a ranged physical attack, pulling enemies towards it. I don't want ones that disappear after a certain number of turns. Geists, and toxic spores. Summon 2 mushrooms with ranged poison damaging attacks. I like my wolves, frankly, but maybe there are other nice things that I could get. Hey, the thing is, if I spawn myself right on top of these orbs right here, then I could immediately get something that takes up to SP4. Since I love conjuration... Ooh, how about a blood golem? The golem never takes damage. It redistributes damage to its master and any living allies. It's got a big heavy melee attack, and it deals damage when it gets hit. That means the damage that it takes can be redistributed to my wolves. Then again, I could probably be killed through the power of Blood Golem, but I could also have the Blood Golems redistribute to each other. That's a big, chunky physical melee damage, but I fear that the death explosion things could probably kill me through these. That seems quite likely. Call the Seraph? Ooh. Lots of hit points, they fly. Holy damage. I only get 4 of them, though. How can I not have the Seraph on my side? Even if I only get 4 of them. "14 fire and 14 holy damage." It's just that 20 turn limit seems a bit iffy to me. I don't like turn limits. Although maybe I can bring him in a pickle. He seems like he hits pretty damn hard and he's got a good amount of hit points. 20 turns can't be much if you're already in turn 154. Well, let's not talk about that. You know what? I believe in the Seraph. Get me the Seraph. So we go up here and then we learn our new spell of Seraph. Boing. And now I can call the Seraph, but what if I don't want to call the Seraph? What if I want to call my wolf? Wolfie, get to work. Other Wolfie, get to work. Block passage. Also, Seraph, get to work. You have limited turns and you know it. Go, my friend. Wow, that was explodey. How's the Seraph doing? No, he's doing fine. Oh, life is good then. In that case, maybe I should aid my everything with a snazzy fireball. Are you still okay, Seraph? He hasn't taken any health damage. These things are arcane and deal, I assume, arcane damage. Maybe you somehow resist that arcane, although you are stunned for whatever reason. Interesting. Maybe I could get myself another Seraph. Yeah, sure. Come on, Seraph, help me out here. Don't make me do it alone. And then maybe I should keep aiding by exploding around here. Is that good? Don't know. Sounded alright. Alright, there we go. One of the bomb spawners is now taken care of. My wolves seem to be okay for now. I should probably make my way over to the... Egads. Make my way over to some of these bomb spawners. Although, maybe my wolves should be used as ablative bomb armor. Maybe my wolves should be used as ablative bomb armor. There we go. Thank you, wolf. Continue to go, wolf. Although, maybe I could... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Then I can use my lightning to eradicate these fools. Thank you, wolf. Seems like all my friends are dead. Maybe the Seraph can help me out. Seraph seems to deal with these bombs, no problem. 75% of the way to completion. How's the game so far? Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Pretty interesting. I'm not dissatisfied, that's for sure. Alright, thank you, Seraph. You continue to do what you do, whilst I suppose, just zap this thing into oblivion. Yeah, the lightning bolt's enormous range, although it's lackluster damage. Seems to aid me through these kinds of things. Whilst the Seraph does his duty. I mean, how is the Seraph just ignoring the counter-attack damage? Does flying allow you to avoid arcane? Deals damage in an arc with his flaming sword. I hope he doesn't hurt me then. Oh, he flies through the walls. Look at him go. Seraph is my friend. Alright, then begets the real question. How can the Seraph become my even better friend? Seraph could deal arcane damage in addition to fire and holy. I wonder if that means he'll also do 14 arcane damage, turning him to a real disaster piece for my foes. He heals all allies within 4 tiles for 4 hit points each turn. Oh, the shepherd to my flock. It's a shame he doesn't last very long. I wish I could get more summons of the Seraph, but isn't that what we're always going to be dreaming of? Alright, and what was auto-collect? Was it A? W? Oh, I wonder what W is. No, it is A. I don't know what's going on, but auto pick up, please. No, it doesn't want to. Okay. Maybe I need this page first. Bye, Seraph. Ah, scroll of spells. 1 spell may be learned for free. A conjuration, you say? Petrify a foe? Sting something? No, I've got to have my toxic spores, right? I can have 16 poisonous mushrooms join me on my adventure. Mushrooms have 11 hit points, dealing ranged poison damage. What does poison do? And I'm taking it because conjuration is cool. It's probably my favorite class in Dominions. Blood magic can go and do one. Because carrying around blood slaves is a pain in the bum. Here we go. Poison. You take 1 poison damage per turn. You cannot heal. And you say you do 4? Oh, we might be in it to win it already then. Alright. Well, we're on Realm 3, right? Lives counter starts after making it to Stage 3. Was it called Stage or was it called Realm? This is where I have to go and check the wording. Not that it's probably any relevance. Stage 2. Well, I'm going to assume Stage 3 is Realm 3. Of course, no chat advice, no cheating, no looking up info outside of the game. I missed that extra note, but that's okay. The mods rule with impunity. Spawners. We have some yellow spawners going on. They summon imps. 9-turn cooldown to summon a spark imp. ×2, so it's 4.5. Giant spiders. Ooh, Seraph might not be able to save me here. But what if I just spawn here and immediately Seraph this down? And then wolf and poison everything else to death? Sounds like a winning move to me. Alright, come my Seraph. Come on my wolf. And then... Wow, the Seraph has this covered pretty well. What are all these? Looks like spider webs. Spider webs. Any non-spider unit entering it will get all sticky. Why is everything so sticky? Now how about these imp things? They resist dark... Oh, wait, minus 100% resist holy. I assume that means they take double damage from holy. I wonder what this Seraph of mine does. Couldn't be loads of holy damage, could it? Seraph, dispatch these fools. Oh, and I can spawn you over here because you fly. Oh, that's nice. Go, my wolves. Go, my wolves. Yeah, Wolf isn't lasting too long, is he? Yeah, no. I worried about this. My conjuration's falling off incredibly quickly. Alright, gotta remember, I do spawn my poisonous brethren by the double. But it still only uses one cast, which is good. And I didn't note any limitations on my ability to spawn them. Yeah, don't mind me, lads, just doing what I do. So how does Spider versus... Oh crap, that was the Seraph. I wanted my Toxic Spores. What's this? That's not just a spider web, right? It looks like there's something underneath it. Looks like a tiny little character in a cage. Anyway, my poison shroom buddies help me out. Oh, they can spawn inside the spider webs. How unfortunate for them. Being chased down now, which is a little inconvenient for me, I'm sure. Well, how about we continue to poison our way to victory whilst simultaneously firebombing the place. Seems to be a winning solution. Although, I feel like my lightning was more useful here. Well, if we think it's more useful, we'll use it. It's got good range after all. This will also answer the question of, do the rifts become available even when the monsters are still around? And the answer is no, everything needs to die. Oh, here we are, exotic pet shop. I can get a fey werewolf, or an infernal steel spider. Start each level with. It would be nice to know what in the world these do. Maybe that's what page down and page up is for. Ah. So we have some physical damage with resistance. Transforms into a wild man. And it gains shield. Well, that sounds really good. How about my steel spider? Construct, metallic, loads of resistances. Weaves webs, which hopefully don't affect me poorly. Chaos ball, fire, physical, lightning, range, radius. Okay, I'm liking that steel spider, but I like construct summons. And my own little Nomi Lynch. Summon a soul jar. The caster is unkillable while the soul jar exists. And it does virtually no damage. Never mind, steel spider. Did he join me immediately? Oh, I love my steel spider, but I also love my Seraph. Get a little closer so I can actually deploy Seraph. The Seraphin Falls, get to work. Also, my Toxic Spores will block off whatever these things are. I mean, what are they? They're polar bears, I see. Golden stopwatch to stop our foes, but I don't really think I have much to worry about. Yeah, he's already got 11 poison. That said, it's not doing 11 poison damage. I guess it's just poisoning him for 11 turns. If I had to guess, and I do. And now you're going to die miserably. What I'm curious about is, will the area of effect damage from the Seraph hurt the wolf? I guess we don't get to know. Anyway, what was it? 8 auto pickup? Whee! Jake, your chat might be worth putting a little bit higher. What makes you say that? Looks fine to me. Was VDocs having me on? Well, here's realm 4. Looks busy. To hide the shameful life counter, of course. Shameful, huh? Well, we clear this. We're halfway to victory. Not a single life been used so far, but perhaps that's just the power of my conjuration meta. 2 SP. Need 4 for a passive skill. Was there any way to make some of these guys better? Stunning instead of poisoning. I really think the wolves have fallen off as a conjuration. They're kind of just a flesh wall for me now, although a horde of them might still be worth considering. But I like the idea of improving my Seraph. I don't know about that heal aura, though. They don't seem to be taking any damage to begin with. Anyway, never mind that. Mind where we're going here. There's a spawner here. Cultists. They're very flimsy. They take extra holy damage. Deal 1 damage of caster, ignore walls. Okay, so you can hit me from afar, which is unpleasant. Cultist spawner, orc spawner. Well, I could spawn right on top of the memory orb, but I feel like getting towards the spawners and destroying them quickly is a high priority. For example, I could go here and largely surround myself with my own summons here, and that will knock out these 2 spawners, hopefully clear the area. And then it becomes a question of how I deal with you. What is this? A portal key. Create 3 new portals at random locations in the current level. Portals, you say? Each enemy has a 50% chance to go berserk and attack its friends for 10 turns. Well, that sounds very good. I wonder if I ever get the ability... Oh, the item I picked up didn't immediately get used. It's an item that I can use at my leisure. Interesting. Nice to know you can pick those up at the end of the battle. And what about this thing? Fire Gnome Sigils... What's a sigil? Isn't that a Doom map? It's quite tempted to take Chaos... Oh, right, no, of course. You pick it up. You can use it whenever you want. I still like my idea of spawning here and immediately unleashing my my friends of Doom. So I'm going to do that. Hey, my spider is here. Right, I think first and foremost, taking out these spawners is a big deal. So I'll have Seraph take care of you. I'll take care of you. And then my poisonous buddies. Oh, right, the orc spawners resist poison. Do the orcs resist poison? No. Interesting. In that case... Aid me in my time of need, Seraph. Keep unleashing more beasts. We love loads of beasts. Appears to be one right on me, but I'm sure my friend can take care of that. My friend does not appear to be taking care of that. Rather a lot of them, aren't there? And the Seraphs are busy getting stuck. 100% resist healing. That's quite funny. Didn't actually mean to bring out the Seraph onto my beloved toxic spores. Keep on grooving. And when in doubt, just absolutely mob the enemies. That said, my southern flank is not particularly secure now, is it? No, it is not. Alright, so the spawner is gone. And now, surely we just rampage over everything else. And my Seraphs will be deployed when I get closer to the other spawner. Actually, I'm quite close to it anyway. Why don't I just worm my way over? Whilst maintaining a endless wave of toxic spores. Did I just teleport there? I feel like I moved down left for some reason. You were fear for 1 turn. Ah, those bleeding cultists. I think fear is forcing me to run away for whatever accursed reason. And I'm still taking what feels like poison damage here. The spawners resist poison. And these things unfortunately do poison damage. Sounds like a job for, well, me. Sorry if poisonous shroom friend, but needs must. You were, not saying you were only slaves, but, you know. Maybe I was getting... Wait, what is that? The Lightning Master is here. I'm gonna need you to not lightning me, okay? He's severely poisoned. Maybe I can keep him busy with some toxic puff shrooming. I should remember that I have another Seraph up my sleeve, so Seraph, get to work. Can't really put into words how good it feels just to mob my enemies. Like so. Can I fit a wolf in there? Yeah. Alright, go and pick everything up. This reminds me heavily of Tales of Mayal or something like that, says Rainy. I don't think I've touched on that one. Okay, start each level with Troll Spawner, Spirit Spawner, or Gnome Spawner. Tell me more. I can spawn my own trolls. They regenerate 5 hit points per turn. They don't like fire damage. Fire spirits resist... No, they take tons of ice damage, but they resist fire and poison, which is probably good considering the poison that I'm using. 5 max hit points and have fire spells cast in the line of sight. Hey, I can do that. Deals 4 fire damage to melee attackers. That sounds very good. I'm just a gnome. Summons a Fey Thorn adjacent to... Sorry, no, it's got to be the fire spirits. I'm impressed with Jake's ability to parse this game. I'm finding it kind of overwhelming. I play quite a lot of overwhelming games. My enormous... Whoa, where'd my spawner go? My enormous brain has no problems here. Well, not yet. At least onwards to Realm 5. What are we looking at? Storm Drakes resist lightning, which is a shame because I have lightning spell. Then again, I have 5 SP. I should think carefully about what I can do here. I love summoning, so I could summon even more high-level things. Or I could improve my existing one. I love my Seraph, but he just doesn't last long enough. Maybe I should find something that's a bit more long-lasting, like a Spider Queen. Has a lot of hit points, hatches 4 baby spiders every 12 turns. Baby spiders are wimpy, but then they become giant spiders. But I can only have 2 Spider Queens. It sounds like if they get gimped early, then I'm in for a bad time. The orb summons a slime. Orb has no will of its own. Okay. A hag. Night hags summon ghosts and drain hit points from all living units. The Ice Phoenix. Ranged attack of ice damage. Ice is a coverage that I don't currently have. It doesn't have a duration, so it hangs around for a good long time. It's flying, which is probably good. When the Phoenix dies, it explodes into 6 tiles, freezing enemies, dealing ice damage, granting shield to allies. Well, that sounds very good. Idolatry, no. Ooh, a skull. Teleporting, floating, shielded, stationary skulls with holy beam attacks. Teleporting, floating, shielded, stationary units with a holy beam attack. Okay, can they even be hurt? Yeah, they can. It's just that they don't have resistances, right? Flock of eagles. 4 eagles. They got a pretty wimpy physical attack. Flesh Fiend. Huge amounts of hit points, huge regeneration. Melee attack. Okay, please tell me why I wouldn't want this. I'm assuming that HP cost of 80 means that I will die if I cast this even once right now. Archon with their lightning beam attack. Well, we just covered that lightning's a problem here. Do I have anything that actually resists lightning available to me right now? Gosh, do any of my summons actually have resistances? Ah, possibly. I'm possibly just not seeing everything. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. The slime orb resists lightning. Resists a lot of things. Yeah, there we go. Golden Skull laughs at the concept of taking damage. 2 beam cooldown beam attack. Heals himself or an ally for 13. The thing is, I don't get many skulls and I love to mob my enemies. Oh, you don't take any extra lightning damage. I should take a closer look at the storm drakes. Do we actually spawn storm drakes here? We spawn ogres. Show me an ogre. Oh boy, we've got a lot of coverage here if we've got frost spawn things as well, which resist ice. That's a problem. There's the ogre. Bit of a mook though. He doesn't actually have type resistance. Maybe I could look at some 4 spells here. Like Siege Golem. Wait, what is that? Golem looks more like a cannon. Ring of Spiders. Nah. I'm still thinking about that Ice Phoenix. They've got reasonable enough hit points. They give shield to allies. Over a 6-tile burst, and I tend to have a swarm of allies. And it looks like they can be upgraded to reincarnate. Ice Phoenix gains 4 freaking lives. Wow. Oh, hold on, they already reincarnate one time. Alright, I'm getting myself an Ice Phoenix. Ice coverage. It's like Pokemon, right? Consider position. This is an absolute mob, but there is a spawner there. There's a spawner here. A spawner here. And another one down here. That's a lot of firebombing. Do I have any coverage for fire? Maybe not, but I do have mooks, like my toxic spores, that could take care of that rather handily. Then again, I could strap myself straight onto the sigil. Deal 25 physical damage and destroy walls on 50% of all level tiles. Now, that does sound really good. I'm quite concerned about the elongated routes that I need to take to get all the way up to the top or down to the bottom. And these things do need to die. I could really go here and then set up a mook to immediately take the suicide bomb. But then it feels like quite a jaunt up there. Screw it, I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm going to want my toxic friend to take care of this explosion. Oh, that's Ice Phoenix. Oh, slow down now, slow down. Want my toxic friends on this. Alright, that takes care of that rather handily. Now, you resist poison, don't you? Yes, fire spawner. And you summon ogres, right? Well, let's go and see what our friendly Ice Phoenix can do for us here. And the wolf can go and help out. Whoa! Whoa! I don't like what you're doing there, Stormy friend. I don't like it at all. Well, the ogre spawner is almost down. Which is nice, but what the heck is this? It's a lot of lightning coming my way, and you have friends. Oh, that fire spirit spawner is friendly. That's worth keeping in mind now, isn't it? You resist lightning. How does my Seraph feel about lightning? Nay good, nay bad, so you'd probably get wrecked by it. And how do you feel about lightning? You don't care one way or the other. Yeah, those storm drakes look like trouble. Maybe I should have more strongly considered coverage against them. Achwil. Oh god, it's coming. Ye gads. They're all over the place. Right, Icy Phoenix. I need your help now more than ever. Go and ruin its day, please. Feeling a little cornered here, so I am. Toxic Spores, go and take care of the explosions. Take better care of the explosions, please. Oh lord, I am in it here. Ow! Ooh, I thought I said the flesh maw. No, it's a flame maw. A bony knight. Stony fish. Hey, they resist lightning. I kind of need that right now. Sure, go for it. I have a funny feeling I'm about to get cornered and ruined here. My hit points are not looking good. Like, really not good. I think I need my everything deployed right now. Oh, I'm about to die to these storms. Some wolves out there. Although I think there's only one more Storm Drake, which is a good sign. And I see one of my icy friendly Phoenix are up there, taking care of things. Okay, finally, the storm has subsided. Maybe I can get out there and start dealing some damage. Although many of the spawners are still active, which is bad news for me. Oh god, it's back! Seraph, can you go and take care of that, please? You know, without dying. Dying would be bad. Whew. Whoa, look who teleported on the top left there. I guess that was a reincarnated Ice Phoenix. And I think that was the last of these Storm Drakes, so maybe, just maybe, we can get through this. I'm out of wolves? Oh, that's a bad sign. I wonder if my lightning can reach all the way up to that spawner. No, it cannot. Go, my toxic spores. Although I wonder if my toxic spores aren't hurting my friends more than my enemies. Well, the spawner is gone there, but there's still the two spawners up top. Alright, we march onwards. Without considering whether we should or not. Whoa, that was grim. Got through it though, but holy moly, lightning really messed me up. Alright, let's go and grab everything. Donk, donk. Donk. Of course, we have this get out of jail free equipment, which I've not been using. Not the equipment, the items here. If my position was any more turbulent, perhaps I should have considered it. And it was pretty turbulent. I was down to just here, surrounded by lightning with no way out. Perhaps I should look at skills. Maybe I have some way to build up my own resistances. Yeah, if you cast an arcane spell and you have no shields, gain a shield to block one instance of damage. Are these spells arcane? I have no arcane spells. Okay, interesting. Got any conjuration related skills here? If you have less than fewer than 2 bone knights, summon a bone knight. They're shielded melee units with a dark melee attack that drains max life. How about something that restores my life? Chaos Chimera Familiar. Ranged fire and lightning. Resist lightning, you say? They can cast your Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Thunderstrike, and Pyrostatic Pulse, Immolate, and Chaos Barrage spells on a 3-thing cooldown. That sounds pretty cool. And I like the fact that they automatically get summoned, so it doesn't cost me a turn to summon anything. Plus, it spells out Flock, and that sounds pretty cool. Oh, how about Conjured Spells and Skills? Gain extra minion damage. Conjured Spells and Skills have more minion health. That doesn't scale well, I'm sure, but the aggression does. I like the sound of that. Upgrading your Seraph to heal might be good. Yeah, there was something about the Seraph healing, wasn't there? Where are you, Seraph? Yeah, the heal aura. He heals all allies within 4 tiles for 4 hit points each turn. He's just so short-lived, though. And it's not like the wolves are very competitive right now. No, surely offense is the best defense. I'll get 4 SP and then get the thing that makes all my minions hit harder. Ah, Miss Morrigan. Back from Bergen, are we? Question is Stage 8 or Realm 8 the difference, the definition of stage? I think Realm is it. I have to beat Stage 8, though, or Realm 8. I can't just get there and call it a win. Alright, we've got to deal with some golden potatoes and some demons shaking the maracas. Ooh, elephants! They trample and they resist physical. If I want my minions to hurt more immediately, I should spawn myself directly on this memory orb, and I should do that and then grab this treasure chest. Or other way around, grab the treasure chest, grab that. They resist lightning, they resist dark, but I'm sure these things die horribly to my holy serfs. Kind of hard to see the spawners at a glance, though, especially when they're grey on grey here. Where's the other spawner? It's not just this one, is it? No, here we go. Spawns green slimes, spawns the pachyderms. There's a clay fire thing to be had. You're here. Interesting. What are these? Dragon spells gain 2 charges. Hold on, is the Ice Phoenix a dragon? Probably not, right? It would probably say dragon as the type. Then again, dragon there is not colored. When a dragon ally dies, gain 10 resistance to damage type matching their things until the end of the realm. Translocation spells gain 3 range. I don't have those, sadly. Maybe I should. Good way to get myself out of trouble. Whenever an enemy unit takes ice or arcane damage, it gets lower ice and resistance. Well, we do ice. Do we do arcane? Probably not, right? Whenever poison is inflicted to an unpoisoned enemy, they are berserked for 3 turns. Is berserk good? Explain further, game. Become hostile to all other units. Will be attacked by other... That sounds amazing for my poisonous mushroom things. The only problem is I'm immediately getting mobbed. So I might need to immediately deploy my high-tier units like the Seraph and whatnot before I even go for the memory orb. But that's a strong argument for spawning here instead, getting the buff immediately and just deploying like a Seraph here, Poison Spores here, and then work from there. Alright, sure. Ah, there's my beloved spawner. Right, so with my extra SP, we decided that I want the Conjuration Aggression. 50% min. It's gotta be good, right? If you cast a fire spell when you have fewer than 4 Hellhounds, summon a Hellhound. I mean, that is tempting. But we want the aggression. Alright, and yes, I believe I need to immediately surround myself with some meat shields. You're a meaty shield. There seems to be a lot of shooting going on here. At what point did I say shooting was allowed? pretty good range on the toxic spore thing here. Spawn you immediately, and I'm gonna go and grab that pickup, if you don't mind. Thank you. Hallucinogenic spores. Get berserking. Is this friendly? No, it's green slime spawner. Seraph. Doesn't look like they resist holy. Go and tear them a new one, please. A lot of killing going on, including to my beloved friendly units. Okay, my friend did not last long there. Not at all. I have to remember all these walls can't be flown over by my friends, can they? I wonder how much of an issue those pachyderms are about to be. Probably lots. Go and poison my foes if you can. This doesn't resist light. Wait, that's a friendly... Wait, why is this friendly? Why do I have a friendly stonefish spawner? I thought this was a... Oh, well, whatever. A pachyderm spawner certainly isn't friendly. Certainly not. Please don't shoot me. Yeah, there we go. We get them poisoned, they become berserk. Yeah, berserk. Only for 2 turns, which is a bit sad, but they remain poisoned, so they're going to aggro on their own enemies, and that should allow my further toxic sliming to become even more of a problem for my foes. Also, I'm getting shot at here. Please stop shooting me. That's what you picked in the last stage. Yeah, it does sound like me. I'm not made of these things, but now if I deploy my Ice Phoenix there, they're just going to get swamped. Need to work on the remaining spawners, which are you and nothing. That's quite good news. Please stop shooting me. Maybe I need to work my way closer. Oh god, maybe not. Seraph, save me. I don't want pachyderm coming down and ruining my day. Toxic spores, on the other hand, now they can go and do whatever they want. I am absolutely getting shot to shreds here. The enemy's insistence of using ranged attacks is causing me grief. Wolves, deploy. You have a lunge attack after all. You certainly do. Yeah, well, life is good. Imagine fighting yourself, right? Just summon an endless horde of wolves and mushrooms to do your bidding for you. Ah, alright, now go and grab everything. Whee! I'm gonna have so many items that I can just use at the end to blitz my way through the, Well, actually, I'm already on level 7, right? Do level 7, do level 8. Call it a win, get myself a massive victory lunch. This day's looking up. All that time of getting absolutely butt devastated in the Spire is just using up all the negative karma. Well, to be fair, Jake is just that good. I'm glad you appreciate that, Rainy. Akronymus is trying to deflect at saying that Conjuration is a strong build that they've never tried. But when I see Conjuration in a game like this, I always like to go for it. I love having AI allies in a game. My time with Resident Evil Outbreak should be an indicator of that. That said, you know, we're pretty fragile. It just takes one bad time and we're in for a bad time. Okay, the ogres and their martinis are back. The Fey Satyrs. Ghosts. The ghosts get obliterated by Holy. Steel Spider. I'm meant to be the one with Steel Spiders. And look at that awkwardly placed spawner there. Fortunately, my flying units could go down and just obliterate it from there. Don't want to corner myself. That can be bad. What do we have here? Icy things. Ice spells and skills, ice spells and skills, ice spells and skills. Ooh, one more summon for my my thingy things. I like one more summon for my thingy things. Yeah, one additional summon of my Ice Phoenix sounds amazing. The problem is I'm spawning right next to this ghost. That said, he doesn't really do any damage. Like, one little bit of dark damage. If I summon my Seraph, he'll just immediately kill that thing. And then I just start summoning and we take everything from all sides. Ooh, 100% resist ice and poison ice slime sounds like a problem for me. They heal. They can excess heal. They split into additional slimes. Ice and poison is a problematic thing for me, given that I have ice and poison. Perhaps this is a situation where I should be using something like the Chaos Bell, so that my foes immediately start fighting amongst themselves. That said, the ice slimes do ice damage, which they fully resist, so the ice slimes can't really hurt each other. That is a problem. They do, however, take extra damage from fire, so I should manually be fireballing the ice slimes. So I can personally take care of them quite well, but my summons cannot. The steel spiders resist pretty much everything, right? Yeah, but not the holy power of my Seraph. So there is an idea to spawn down here. I can cleanse the area quite quickly. And then with our ability to fly around, we should be able to do okay. That's what I'm thinking. I just don't like immediately being beset upon by these foes. What other options do we have here? Create 3 new portals at random locations in the current level. Yeah. 25 physical damage and destroys walls on 50% of all level tiles. 25 physical damage won't really affect the satyrs, but it will kill any ice slime it hits, so it should wipe out half of the ice slimes. You have to imagine flying enemies don't care about that. Yeah, still contemplating my options here. A lot of it comes down to being able to take care of the spawners. Spawner there, there, and there. Because what are they spawning? Steel spider, steel spider, steel spider. Steel spiders have some very troubling resistances to poison, to ice, to physical. And I have limited, very limited Seraphs. But I should remember that I now spawn some kind of fiery beast beside me. And I start with my own thing, right? So why don't I worry less and fight more? 1 physical damage. Still contemplating my options. 2-turn cooldown, heal self or ally for 5. Arcane, resist physical, gains shield every 5 turns. I feel like I obliterated these guys earlier on when we ran into them at an earlier level. Also contemplating if there's any SP stuff I could do pretty quickly. I have a quick look at that under my spells, actually. The Seraph's ability Moonblade gains arcane damage. He also becomes arcane. I don't think that's worth my time. Ah, right. I can immediately gain loads of reincarnations for my Ice Phoenix. That does sound cool. I love my Ice Phoenix. I love his ability to fly around, not having limited turns. His damage type, though. Yeah, he exclusively deals ice damage, right? He has a ranged attack that deals 14 ice damage with a 4-tile range. Hopefully he doesn't waste his time on the ice slimes, though. Ah, it's got to be get my dirty hands on that, right? Let's make it happen. Even though ice is a bit gimped here, believe in the Ice Phoenix. A 1 hit point regen aura in a 6-tile radius. No, I'd rather have reincarnations. Yoink. Alright, Steely Spider. Now that slimy kobold, he does not resist ice, so we've got that going for us. The Steel Spider does resist ice and might go over and rip the icy slime a new one, but this satyr should be considered an immediate threat for me. Even so, Ice Phoenix. Go! You don't resist poison, do you? No, and I can make you incredibly mad. Mad is good. And then it's spider on spider combat, right? Wolfie, get on that. Something feels the need to attack me. What the heck are these things? Where do those slimes come from? When this creature is damaged, a slime is spawned nearby. Ew. And they resist poison and physical. Well, that's also ew. Seraph, let's secure the area on the double, please. Thanks, I think. Alright, there we go. The area is certainly getting secured. I got my stonefish spawner. I've got my flame spirit spawner, which I would like to be in considerably better nick than this. And I want that slimy kobold and the fae fighting each other. So if I can get my toxic jub down there, then maybe they'll go and... well, maybe they'll just die. Dying is good. And these guys are stunned. All the more reason to have them go and fight each other. See, the satyr does not resist the poison. And I sincerely doubt he will resist the power of the phoenix. All is as the phoenix. You know what, screw it. We are phoenix maxing here. And as we have ascertained, if I need a job done well, we do it wait, that blob is not one of the slimes. Boom. Alright, nay too shabby. Don't panic, just get to bloody work. Bring in toxic spores to deal with a satyr. Ah, my little fire guy. Do these guys use ranged attacks? Deals 4 fire damage to melee attackers, has spirit fire, which I can only assume is ranged because they're just standing there. It's cobwebs bleeding everywhere. We haven't made good headway on the spawners though, which could be considered bad. But I like to think that my ice phoenixes are going to just go over there and destroy them. That said, they're steel spiders. They have massive ice resistance. Meaning I should probably go and deal with things myself. Is that a friendly construct? No. No, far from it. Get rid of that. I do not want to be dealing with a number of slimes that I cannot handle. Did I just destroy my own box thing there, or is the steel spider simply covering it up? Okay, simply covering it up. Getting mobbed by steel spiders, and they're pretty difficult to kill, which is a problem for me, I'm sure. The seraph can cut through them. But I still worry about all these firebolts we're ending up with. Seraph, Ah, well, the way is largely cleared. That's useful. Largely. Alright, what do we decide on? One extra summon for my Ice Phoenix. And it doesn't appear to work. Ice spells and summons gain... Did I... Maybe I should have checked to see it was actually an ice summon. Yeah, it is ice. Maybe it doesn't work until the next level. One... Oh, it's number of summons! Does that mean I summon 2 Ice Phoenixes per time I use it? Oh, well, that's pretty cool. If true. 100% resist lightning. Jeez. Well, you don't resist my fireball in all of its eternity, so how about we just bleh. I get poisoned myself. Oh, that's kind of funny. But also kind of sad. Alright, well, get to work, everybody. Another one of those bleeding kobolds is out there. You have to imagine my vast number of units can take care of things now. So maybe I can focus on getting closer to the spawners and destroying them. Or maybe even destroying all these webs that are in our way. Go my mighty fireballs. I feel like my fireball is taking a bigger range than normal. Sorry, Wolf, you don't have to die. Okay, good. But you're dying anyway. Jinx, that thing does not want to go down. But I guess my fireball is a wimpy starting attack. Alright, I think my summons have this one pretty well taken care of. Should still make sure I'm within a supporting distance, though. But my main thought is that my flyers can get over the void and go and destroy the spawner with no real issue. Ah, life is good. Alright. There's not really anything to grab. My summons go away to wherever summons go. And we feel really smug that we're going to be able to deploy twice as many Ice Phoenixes. Ah. I hate this chair so much. Ah. Not very good armrests there. Akronymus seems to be thinking it's all over now, but it's not. We still have to beat Stage 8, although you have to imagine with all these items, which you better believe I'm just unloading here, we're going to have an easy enough time. That, or he wants to curry favor with any potential lose lobbyists. Alright, what am I looking at here? Wait, what if that earthquake thing can hurt me? And my summons. I hadn't thought about that. It just says it deals damage. It doesn't say to who. You did just beat Stage 8. Really? I mean, it says Realm 8 right now. I assume this is the 8th one that I now need to beat. Or did we start on Realm 0? I haven't been keeping count. And it says Realm 8 here. Sure doesn't look like it's beaten. What the heck is this thing? The Idol of Insanity. Still think I just unleash my items and have my my little friends take care of everything for me. Plus, there's health here if I... Oh, it's max hit points. I thought it was just hit points. Max hit points, even better. Might just take that immediately so I'm not in any danger of immediate death. Sure. We get our friend. And let's just start unleashing some of these things like the Earthquake Orb. How do I use it? I use it on myself, I guess? Wow. That didn't seem sporting to my foes. See, it says 9 now. Ah, how could that be? Simply unkillable. And if I Chaos Spell, we can have all of our foes just go and murder each other for 10 turns. That should buy me some time, if I even needed it. And then I really want to see what happens with double of these things. Wait, I've been conned. Where's my double Ice Phoenix? I want to speak to the manager here. Ice spells and skills gain 1 number of summons. Ice Phoenix. Ice spell. Where's my second summon? It's not 2 summons, it's uses. No, I already had 3 uses on the thing. Equipment can only add to stats that already exist on the spell. Ah, so if it were, say, Ice Wolves... it would be Toxic Spores, for example. Yeah, it has 2 number summons. Ah. Painful. So if I look for Ice Summons... is there anything that has number of summons? Worm Eggs. Oh, wow. The egg will hatch into either fire or ice worm on death. Okay, now that seems unfairly powerful if we can summon even more of them. You only get 1 charge. You have to imagine there's a way to get more of them. The fire eggs cast your fireball. Damage, radius. 6 allied dragons that die gain a charge of worm eggs. Whoa. Scale harvesting. Harvest is just one of those words for me. You know what I mean. Okay, well, go my pretties. Take over this realm for me. And you, cease and desist. Seraph. There's not really much use for the Seraph right now, is there? Wolves have fallen off in a big way. Spending a turn on summoning them feels like not a great use of anyone's time. Hang on, this Idol of Insanity is probably doing weird things, right? 50% chance to teleport each unit up to 4 squares away each turn, but otherwise it doesn't do anything, and it doesn't resist ice. So as long as my Ice Drakes can make it through, or Ice Phoenixes rather, then I rather think we should not have much to fear. Although I gotta say that teleportation is something else. Oh well. Bring on the toxicity like it's System of a Down. Although maybe stay away from my own toxic shroom things. Are you berserked? No, I keep seeing that little thing in the top right and assuming it means berserk, but maybe the better assumption is that it means friendly. Given all my friendly units have it. I mean, making assumptions, right? Mm-hmm. Are there any more spawners that still need to go, by the way? Or are we going to eventually wipe them all out and then have our filthy way with the idolatry? Oh, hang on, you gotta go. Fire Lion. In a situation like this, poison is really good, because you cannot guarantee that you're constantly going to be able to mash your foe into oblivion. But if they warp around, they're going to continue taking poison ticking damage, and that cannot be good news for them. God, the Ice Phoenix are a pretty hard carry for this one. That said, they cost a lot of spell point things, so you have to imagine that I was going to have to spend them on something eventually. Idolatry statue. I've got very bad news for you. I saved pretty much all of my Seraphs for this. Freaking die. Poison resistance? 100%, so it's not even worth using them. Wonder if my fireball can hit on multiple squares of the thing. Well, you resist fire, so it's probably not even worth doing. Just let my my summons destroy you. All too easy. And away go my friends, and I'll pick up everything. Still tempted by those worm eggs. There is, of course, the idea that I have not been investing much in skills, and since we focus very heavily on conjuration. For every 6 hit points spent casting spells, summon a Bloodghast. I don't use hit points on summoning, right? I guess that's specific for blood conjurations, which do seem cool. But as we saw, the one I was interested in cost like 80 hit points. All spells and skills gain 1 number of summons, right? But we have asserted that that only works if they already have number of summons. Is that true? Gain 1 number summon, gain 1 number summon. That's a shame. I really wanted tons and tons of my ice things. At the end of your turn, if you control 10 or more living or arcane allies, summon a Scale Feather Igor. The Igor can cast your Blizzard, Nightmare Aura, Devour Mind, Void Beam, da-da-da-da-da. If you have them, well, I don't. If it's unsummoned at the end of your turn, you control fewer... Okay, right, so I must always have living or arcane allies. Good resistances, but you don't seem all that important here. A random summoned ally equips a copy of your armor. I don't have any armor. Maybe there's a way to get some. Whenever you cast a fire spell, if you have fewer than 4 hellhounds, summon a hellhound. Nice to have a fire resistance coverage, but I already have an auto spawner for that. Summon a Death Chill Chimera Familiar if you don't have one. Ranged Ice and Dark. Oh, I do lack Dark. Splits into a Death Snake and an Ice Lion on death. Ooh. It can fire my spells that I don't have. I will concede that you seem quite tempting. Get me out of here, though. What other spells are there? Conjuration spells, of course, as if I think about anything else. I already got the reincarnations for you, which is what I was interested in. There is the healing aura. And that is actually quite... Hold on. Looks like you can only take 1 of them. Because I do have 5 SP and I can't select either of these. Ah, the more you learn. Yeah, we are learning. Alright, tell me about blood magic. If I spend 5 of my hit points, I can summon a goat head. Sacrifice half of your hit points, round it up, and summon a worm ball. Worm ball regenerate 3 hit points per turn. They have a melee attack dealing damage to half of their max hit points. Sacrifice 50 or more hit points, you get a Shambler. I can immediately get a Shambler. Splits into 2 smaller versions upon death, and it regenerates. And it has a ranged physical bolt thing, which summons additional summon. Oh my days, how do I not take this thing? Disgusting worm shambler, come to me. And what can I upgrade you with? Toxic worm balls with poisonous auras. Iron worm ball with many... Oh, yeah. Metallic is good. Fly, undead, teleport, dark. Ooh, gosh, that's all. Why must you offer me so many good things? I can do another level of this. Summoning is fun. Oh, this level doesn't look fun. Look at all the everything that gets in my way. Gets in the way of my flyers as well. This sounds like earthquake orb territory. What are we looking at here anyway? Durgars. What are we? Spiky things? Spawner. All spawners at the top side? No, there's you. I think I could just immediately put myself somewhere like here. Channel all of my enemies, or all of my summons down that way. Definitely use the earthquake orb here. Crap. Oh, that uses a turn? Didn't count on that now, did I? I seem to have taken damage. I didn't agree to that. Anyway, a disgusting slime monster thing. Go! That wasn't the big one, but whatever. And then go everything else, not least of all my Phoenix. All is as. There wasn't actually a pathway over to where I wanted to go there, but whatever. I do well to remember that some of these spawners are friendly and some are not. What the hell are those? The Bat Dragon is here. He resists dark, he flies, and he seems like a big pain in my bum. Well, Seraph, maybe you're going to be a bit outscaled at this point, but I need you to help me. Breeds a cone of bats. With a cooldown that is not very long. Fortunately, there's a lot of death going on for my foes, which is good. All continues to be as the Phoenix. All is as the toxic spores. All is as the Phoenix is a line from Draken, a game which I'm far too obsessed with. I seem to be getting hosed, though. Perhaps, given I'm relying on my friends so much, what I should do is hide behind all these walls so that I don't eat all these many cones of damage. Good, Seraph is having his filthy way with my foes. And I don't worry too much about my my ice phoenixes because they can and will respawn. Although I wish I could tell if they've already... Oh, right, of course. They can respawn 1 billion times because of the upgrades that I got. Well, isn't that swell? my poor wolf spawn's just instantly dying. I wonder if I can take care of a lot of these with a single... Yeah, I can. Okay, nice. Man, it's good to be good. It is damn good to be good. Hope these spawners aren't spawning more of those things. Grey mushrooms, which are just these sorry-looking foes. They resist holy. Ooh. And... oh no, they take extra ice and fire damage, so they are screwed by my ice phoenix. I think I want that max hit points pretty badly. I'm falling apart here. Oh well, send in the dogs. Dogs of the AMS. Time they made a move. Alright, now perhaps I should get a bit of hands-on treatment, although I'm going to stay away from the lightning caster. Okay, there we go, he's down and out. It feels so good. I feel bad for people that don't get this feeling. Maybe this is what it's like to have children. Just seeing your creations go and wreak havoc like that. Oh, it's delectable. Jake never even used the ability to back out of a rift and choose a different one. Wait, we have that ability? I don't know. Look, walk, pick up. Change select spell hotkey? Nah. Interact. It told you at the start, but you hit escape to back out. That sounds about right. Yeah, reading being required is already a problem. Yeah, but I saw Akronymus say, oh, maybe I should have made it 10 realms. Well, that's 10 realms down. So how does one do that? Ah, here we go. You've stepped through. Da, 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 da. You may choose any point. Da, da, da. You can return to the previous world with escape. Ah, that's why there are multiple different rifts. Whoa. And given my focus on flying, what I could do is pick locations that my units would work best in. Big brain moments here. I could have made this easy run so much easier. Oh, wow. Fortress of these wee buggers. And then what the heck is this? The Bone Colossus. Spawn 9 Bone Shambler Megaliths. Every 7 turns, it builds a spawner on connected tile. Does this thing do anything? It's just kind of there. It doesn't say that it spawns anything, it just says it has a melee attack. Seems kind of rubbish. I mean, I could spawn here and immediately destroy it with Seraphs, but I could just essentially spawn kill this fortress as well. Although it does have a pretty damaging long-ranged attack. I'm curious if this does anything if we leave it be, so why don't I just go and ruin this fortress's day. I could immediately shove this thing here. Oh, I should have made it better. Oh, it does a lot of attacking. How are you feeling, new Shambler? You're alive, but I completely forgot to skill you up. There was something about blood skills. For every 6 hit points spent casting spells, summon a blood ghast. I thought there was something about whether or not I'd spent like 50... Ah, here it is. Whenever 125 damage is dealt by blood or nature spells, summon a bloodhound. Blood spells and skills gain minion health. Damn it, it does a lot of things. Lord of Blood looks good. Although I'm not sure I want max charges on giving away all of my own health. Seems to be blocking the attacks on me, which is rather welcome. Hey, Seraph, do you heal people? I probably didn't give you that ability, but I probably should have. Okay, so what I didn't notice was that the Bone Colossus is not immobile. So it is on its freaking way. Also, I'm continuing to get shot here. Go, my wolves. I'm not sure that fortress is falling at the rate that I need it to fall at. I, however, am falling at a rate. Perhaps that healing potion could be put to good use. Go, my everything. Oh, well, that guy sure didn't last long. Very well placed fireball. Sorry, Seraph. He understood. He's going to have to continue to understand. And now there's the Bone Zone. We'll see how the Bone Zone handles the Seraphim Falls. You have to imagine it's not well. Still am unsure if that fireball does multiple instances of damage. The fact that it did 63 is probably a... I haven't even been looking at this, by the way. The damage ideal, pretty good. But mostly down to that Seraph. Oh, but a Seraph died. What a pity. Yeah, but with a shot like this, even my crappy fireball is doing respectable damage. So is there meant to be an element of challenge to this game? Oh, hang on. What was that? They appear... Oh, lordy, that's a lot of bone shambling. And my Seraphs don't last much longer. Well, 15 turns. Wait, 64 physical damage. And splits into 2 smaller versions of itself. Oh, that could be a problem. Wait, do they resist poison? Oh, geez, that is a problem. Half resistance on ice as well. I don't know why I have a friendly shark imp, but I have a friendly shark imp. Interesting. Well, they don't resist my crappy fireball. Oh, bye, Seraph. Ooh, this could be considered a problem. They are certainly coming for me. All is as the Phoenix. I'm so glad I gave those Phoenixes game-breaking numbers of reincarnations. Alright, but don't worry, I have a plan. The plan does not entirely involve me running away. That's simply coincidental. Where's my spawner? I think they shot my spawner to death. No, the time has come for me to become the Bloodlord. Yep. I call upon you, Lumbriogenesis. Annihilate. Also, I'm going to stay behind. It takes a foolish general to set foot on the front lines, after all. Guan Yu said that, and I think he knows a little bit more about fighting than I do. I know you don't take poisonous damage, but maybe my fungal wall could keep me alive for a little bit longer. I severely underestimated how big of a problem the shambling bone structure would be. So about that teleporter of mine. Teleport anywhere on the map. Okay, good. Well, I'm not completely hosed. But there is a level of hosing going on here. See ya. Wait, do they... Yeah, there's the... Ah, they've already split quite a bit, so they do considerably less damage. This guy still does a ton, though. He'll one-shot me if he gets a chance. So let's not give him a chance. Bye-bye. Completely relying on my 3 eternally reincarnating ice phoenixes. 2 reincarnations, 4 reincarnations, 3 reincarnations. And although they have 50% ice resistance, I wish I had that thing that drops enemy ice resistance upon attack, though. Would be handy right about now. And because the Bone Shamblers have no... oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Save me. Oh yeah, they just destroy my my Ice Phoenixes in combat. That's funny in a way, but also kind of sad. I do need this thing dead, but it has so much health. I'm doing my part. Right, I have one idea. It's not a good one. I think I can use my mana potion. Recharges all of my spells. Recharging spells sounds nice. Might not be the highest priority right now, though. Wait, my teleportation was... Oh, I only had one. Thought I had more than one. Can I move past you? No, I'm just blocked here. Okay, in that case... The mana potion probably needs to be used about now. And I am going to need Seraph to save me. Thank you, Seraph. Seraph, I need you to save me a little bit better than that. Alright, thank you for enabling my glorious retreat. Might not be enough, though. These guys want my guts for garters. I hope my new summons still have their many, many reincarnations. Yeah, it looks like they do. Oh, well, I'm never, ever underestimating the Bone Shackler again. Hey, we still have some of the massively terrifying ones. Look at that thing. Yeah, the main thing, I suppose, is if you have a holy spell, an area of effect holy spell, you're going to mulch these guys. But guess what I didn't have? Might be needing that second mana potion pretty quickly, but I don't have the time to spare for it. And at this rate, I don't have the life to spare for it. You had the SP, but you wanted to LARP as a Bloodlord. Not incorrect. Keep on keeping on. At least I'm getting some shielding from my dying friends. I have a funny feeling I need the other mana potion. The problem is these guys destroy Seraph, don't they? Because they just do physical damage, and Seraph doesn't resist physical. He just deals really good damage. Thank you, shield. When they were clogged up there, it might have been a better time to deploy that. The Seraph, I mean. Alright, Wolf. Actually, sod the Wolf. Fireball takes care of these things. Fireball takes care of these things. Maybe even Lightning Bolt works better than I'm giving it credit for. They don't resist lightning. Shoot. It doesn't feel like it does much, though. And they just keep coming. It's a grueling war of attrition, but I'm the one that's suffering more for it. There are many more of them than there are of me. And I'm about to get cornered again, which is no good. I wonder if they're clever enough to cut me off at the top. Almost. Almost. But the Seraph has this arcing attack, which might just... Oh no, I'm dead. This thing's gonna kill me. Well, no, it only does 4. And I have shield. Oh god, no. Seraph, I call upon the ancient privilege. Spare me the bone zone. They keep splitting. What is a happy-go-lucky wizard to do in the face of such endless bone zone? He blasts. And he blasts. Seraph's kind of getting nicked to shreds there, though. Well, that's okay. He has limited turns anyway. Yeah, the fireball damage is alright for AoE, but it's only alright against these small, crappy guys. Because they keep splitting, I think, until they have 1 hit point. Or thereabouts. There we go. Whew. Well, there's the ultimate answer to spawning. Just spawn more. What kind of summary do we get here? An outcome of defeat. Let's get rid of that life counter, by the way. A complete joke, right? Smash this one with nary a second attempt. Damage to the enemies was probably highly inflated by that final encounter, but the Ice Phoenix did a whole lot. The Fortress did most of the damage to me. Oh, it's going to give you a screenshot journey. Oh, remember when it was just little gobbos that we were killing with our wolf? And remember when we accidentally got jumped by the martini-swilling satyrs? I thought it might show you a bit more than this. Maybe there's a setting to take more screenshots. Okay, what was going on here? This is when I had the Seraph now. Seraph finally came into his own. What was going on here? I brought in the fungal beasts to poison my foes and just swarm them. I was tempted to Earthquake this one. Did I have the Earthquake at that time? No, I didn't. Then I'm talking nonsense. Yeah, there we go. But this one completely undid me. Used up all my items and it wasn't enough. So I wonder what the correct way forward for this one was. I suspect it wasn't to take this fight. The little fortress up in the top wasn't really much of a threat at all, but the bone zone in the bottom right, I didn't expect it to move. I mean, look at it. How could you expect that thing to move, and move through the void, no less? Crushed by the bone zone. Did you enjoy the game? I did enjoy the game, Gussie. Kind of has that Dominions feeling of there is a lot to understand here. But it certainly was fun. Don't know if it'll be back on stream, though. Probably not, because I'm lacking a sense of overall goal here. Oh, I enjoyed that one. And why do we play games but to enjoy it? Hey, we got the bestiary. Okay, yeah. We only encountered, 20% of the monsters in the game? Not even. And the fact that Bone Colossus is near the end probably speaks to just how powerful it is. I mean, how difficult was it going to be if it spawned 9 enemies? The problem is 9 turned into 18, turned into 36. turn into etc., etc. Terrifying. Needs chatter names for murder bingo. There's a sweet spot on number of chatter names in a game, and I think if you gave a name to every single enemy here, we would get lost in keeping track of it. Although you're certainly thinking in the right direction. Yeah, that Twilight Tsar didn't last very long, did he? He made a fancy noise on death, but he sure didn't last. Oh, he reincarnates. That might be the fancy noise. This game has ascension levels once you beat it, if I remember correctly. Well, it needs it, because clearly I'm too bloody good. But ascension levels or not, that is not what we were here for. We were here to get this challenge taken care of, courtesy of Akronymus. Beat stage 8 within 10 tries. How about beat stage 10 within 0 tries? A landslide victory for the win lobby. So let's get that prediction done. It was 75% on the win, so they knew I had it in them. Although maybe we just had people going into the lose lobby out of sheer greed for the payoff. Choose that outcome. Victory. Not a very large amount of points going out here. Only 2.7 million. But that doesn't matter. I mean, if you're one of the winners, what do you care about the numbers there? You still get your proportional slice of the pie. So here, enjoy victory. I know I did. Which means I do not have to add to my punishment game pile. It remains at only 1. Vivi says, the game looks nice, put it on my list. It was nice. I appreciate a lot about this game, but the sheer amount of spells and skills that we clearly didn't even scratch the surface of has piqued my interest. Might spend some time thumbing through it. And time is what I now have, because that's the end of my streaming week. It's certainly very early on the Sunday. We could deign to do more, but I'm not feeling it, frankly. What I do feel like doing, though, is showing off our winners. Do we have a summary of that? I rather think we do, so very well done, Jeebas. You put in the full 250,000, you step away with modest victory. But modest victory is still victory. That same extension of congratulations goes to Trust, and Pandy, and Ubiquitous, and, well, not quite Craywin, he didn't put in the 250,000. But they put in 6 figures, as did Karmist and Poland, and Akronymus looks like he put in every penny on the win lobby, as anyone who submits a challenge should. Because it's a show of good faith that your challenge is not poisoned, so enjoy your winnings. Same to you, Jarotka. And these losers don't even merit mentioning. Especially people scraping together what pennies they have to walk out with absolutely nothing. Oh my days. Maybe you should have saved your money for the Battle Brothers regiments. Anyway, that's it for me. Until I am back with some sweet Cage Kino, it is a cheers and a cheerio.